Hello and welcome to Turtle Power Pod. My name is Bassam.
I'm Cranny, and today we got a special guest, and I get to say it because I knew her first.
All right, go ahead.
Introduce yourself.
I get to say it.
Yeah.
I'm Sky, and I'm here, and I'm ready to just turtle it up.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Sky Boggs, if you care about it. Am I allowed to say your last name?
I think, yeah, it's probably
because you're part of a thing that we're plugging, right?
Yeah, Sky Boggs.
All right.
Yeah, Sky Boggs, not Sky Box.
Those are my
Sky Boggs.
favorite seats. I like to watch the game from the Sky Boggs.
I was going to say, did people in elementary school call you Skybox or say Sky's Box?
Well, not in elementary school, but once I got into college, it was a lot of...
It was all about Sky's Box. Mm-hmm. And today we are... Wait, hold on.
Today we're watching
Skybox. Today we are watching Season 4, Episode 10.
Name That Toon.
Sky...
Mm-hmm.
You're the guest.
Tell us about your history with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sure, yes. Well, I guess the best way to describe it is my first crush, my first lusting experience was
a lust crush.
As a lust crush, was on Michelangelo.
Ooh.
I just thought he was just the hottest of the hot.
Yeah, you like a party dude?
I just like a party dude, and it's really interesting because obviously they kind of all look the same, but they don't. And but somehow I singled out Michelangelo as the one that was
it's about personality at that point.
And that's what I think. I think that's it's a good lesson to the youth. I think I was about 7 years old, maybe 6. That it's not about what's the muscles. It's not about the sweet moves. It's about what you have to offer inside. Because looks fade. Michelangelo's not always going to be the hot young turtle that he is now. One day he's going to be an elderly turtle,
Absolutely.
I mean, all my ninja training will teach me to
shit, you're a classically trained ninja?
I'm a yellow belt in Taekwondo.
Ooh, that's basically a ninja.
Basically a ninja. I did kick through a board to get that yellow belt.
Also, Yellow Turtle is the most famous.
Yeah, that is Beethoven.
Mm-hmm. Beethoven.
Have you ever been to the Beef Haven?
Oh, absolutely.
It's a
every
great
night.
jerky place.
Is that in Portland?
Well, you go to the Beef Haven to jerky, yeah.
Yeah. They got all kinds of ways to jerky off, yeah.
They jerk you off?
Jerky off. It's like a jerky off. It's like a competition.
Oh, right. Who has the best jerky?
Who has the best jerky?
Yeah.
The jerky off.
You fucking sickos.
So should I continue with my...
Yes,
okay.
please. Sorry, everybody.
All right, so where did it started with the crush.
Lust crush.
And, my brother, huge Ninja Turtle fan, my best friend growing up, huge Ninja Turtle fan, we would just watch Ninja Turtles all the 24/7 if we could. That would be a perfect day in 1991. Would just wake up, eat leftover pizza, and binge watch the Turtles. And then when the live action one came out, the original, right? I literally thought that the Ninja Turtles were real, and I thought that those were just them that they had got them to be in this movie.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know how much money it cost them, but they finally agreed.
They finally agreed
to make a full-length feature length movie.
Because the cartoons were them just drawn. Obviously, a cartoon.
Sure, there were retellings of their famous stories.
Yeah, and so when I would walk by sewer grates and stuff, I'd just be like,
"Oh, absolutely."
That's where they lived. They were just down there in Montana, where I lived at the time.
I couldn't.
Not New York.
Not New York. I didn't know because I don't know the difference between New York and Montana.
I couldn't play with my action figures unless I was playing on top of a sewer manhole cover.
That's a dangerous move.
Yeah, out in the street.
No, well, I mean, so in California, we would be at the end of a cul-de-sac. So there was one next to the sidewalk, and everyone, it's one of those things where everyone kind of knows everyone. And kids would play in the cul-de-sac, and when I had my Ninja Turtles action figures, I would play there, and I lost one of Donatello, one of Leonardo's swords down in the sewer grate.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
See, that's what I meant by dangerous. You'd lose your toys.
So what if you were
but it wasn't big enough for a toy to fall through.
What if you were jonesing for some turtle playing time and it's 11 o'clock at night? Would you just play in your room, or did it have to be?
No, I just play in my room, but
Okay.
like that's where the good stuff happened
Yeah.
was outside.
Yeah.
Tell us why you came all the way down from Seattle to plug stuff.
To plug stuff?
Like what?
No,
what
she didn't. She came down here to be on our show with us because
Yeah.
she likes the turtles.
Yeah, I know, but she also has things to plug.
Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not from this Turtle Time area that you two are. I do live in Seattle, Washington, and when I'm up there, dreaming of being on a Turtle Time podcast, when I'm, doing that, that's pretty much
Turtle Power
Turtle
Pod.
Power Pod? This
Turtle-
one?
yeah.
This podcast?
this one.
Turtle Time.
Turtle
Not
Time.
the other Turtle Time podcast? Our
No.
competitors?
I don't even know there was another one.
Home
This
of the Turtle Time Attack.
I
Our
thi-
greatest rival.
They're in Seattle?
I think so.
Oh, forget that. I'll run them out of town.
I appreciate that.
No, I do. I'm in some improv groups. I'm in a
Sick.
one of them is called East Side Story, and the other one's called Former Child Stars. In East Side Story right now, we are performing at the Second Story Repertory, which is in Redmond, Washington, and we are working on a new show called Real Housewives of the East Side, and it is a parody of the Real Housewives reality TV show. And we are having our debut performance of that. I think it's the third Friday in January. So
coming up.
Yeah,
in a
coming
couple
up
months,
in
yeah.
But you can go to Eastside Story ESSimprov.org and get all that information.
You sound very certain about all of this, so I'm gonna. Obviously, there's 100% facts that you just said. So
if my troop mates listen to this, they are going to just be like, "Oh, Sky, he did
which
that
they
so bad."
don't because they listen to Turtle Time podcast.
Because I can't believe that. I can't. They probably would.
It's Turtle Time.
that's the.
Turtle Time.
Oh, are you doing
We're
Hamtaro?
together. It's much better.
My best brothers,
friends.
friends.
Splinters,
But-
jerk.
Crumb, crumb, crumb.
Crumb, crumb.
Now I have to listen to this other podcast. You're making it sound so appealing.
We're
That
also
theme
making
song.
it up. It's not a real thing.
It's the theme song to a popular children's show about hamsters that get into adventures. The animated
Speaking of
adventures.
cartoons that get in adventures, let's talk about our predictions.
Okay.
Flawless segue. Flawless segue.
Flawless.
What
Go for
is
it.
your prediction?
All right,
Sky?
so mine gets kind of meta, which I mean, with a name so I should say the name of it. Right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's called Name That Toon, and Toon is spelled Toon, kind of like cartoon, and that I just feel like is inevitably going to get to some sort of meta situation, right? So the way that I'm seeing it is that there is like a very popular comic book in this New York, this 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles New York, and it's some sort of like crime fighter who's a mutant but also a rock and roll star. So
okay.
and the kids of New York just think that it's kind of a made up thing, but it turns out it's based on a real mutant that got into the ooze just like the turtles did. That's probably like half is maybe a fly or I don't want to say gecko because I know there is a gecko out there.
There also is a fly.
And then there's a fly, so let's just say
A flamingo.
grasshopper
Okay.
Tortoise.
that has been oozed into this mutant who is also a rock star, but is evil, and so the Ninja Turtles have to stop this other mutant.
And what's his name?
His name is
This cricket mutant.
so it's a cricket. So yeah, it's
Is grasshopper
Crikey.
and cricket the same thing?
it's a little different. There's some
I thought we said grasshopper. Why am I thinking grasshopper?
because I said grasshopper.
Oh.
But I'm gonna change it to cricket. Is that
Cricket?
allowed? That's allowed.
Yeah, you can.
I think the grasshopper or cricket, whichever one makes
Yeah.
noise because it's like a rock and roll.
Yeah, I think it's the cricket.
Oh
then, 'cause
yeah.
So
Plays
totally.
its legs. Yeah.
Yeah, and so his name's Crikey.
Crikey the cricket.
Crikey the cricket.
Crikey.
Yeah, and he's also Australian.
All right.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you got, Bassam?
All right. So my prediction is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles get sucked into a game show. Rob Paulson voices the host, like Animaniacs style, and Shredder is worthless.
I know part of that is definitely true. I put the annual cartoon naming convention is in town, and the turtles have to pick the right name for the new Toon in town, or Shredder gets the launch codes.
Perfect. I think all three of ours are wildly different, and it makes it amazing.
But I think somehow they're all going to come true.
And I think somehow it's all going to be worse than what we said.
Probably worse. Hey, we're going to watch the show, and then we're going to come back. So please come back. Please, 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 please.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're back from the show.
Wow.
We watched it.
Sky.
First impression.
What? Yes.
Gosh, well, going back to when I actually first saw the show, like last time I saw the show, like I definitely was a kid. I probably 10 years old the last time I saw an actual cartoon. And I will say it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it definitely, like, so many questions are raised.
I was going to say, so the writer of this show, the writer of this episode, I should say, is
Misty
Taggart. And it seems like we get pretty lucky on her episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
Just goes to show, like, a female writer.
All
you get
right.
that sensibility, mix it in with the, like, ultra, like, kind of masculinity that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, I think it's a good combo.
I think it is a good combo.
I think the show is normally not masculine.
No, yeah, that's the other thing is that this is like the first episode you've seen in a long time, and this is
pretty
different
well
than
rounded.
normal.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they actually doing ninja stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally there isn't any actual fighting.
Are they just talking about their feelings or something?
Well, they flip around and then run away.
They trip each other and then they run.
and they go, ah!
No.
No!
I saw that
Yeah.
when Donatello did his bow staff to Shredder, and he was like,
Yeah.
no!
James Avery, it is, no!
And I feel like in this episode, Shredder was doing a lot more like, I'm going to use this term, bitch work, than he should be doing. Like,
He always does bitch
Oh,
work
yeah.
because
Like-
he's a very bad delegator.
I just have to do everything myself.
And the people he delegates to are shit.
Yes,
Bebop
absolutely.
and Rocksteady are funny, but they're not good.
That's true. I guess this whole episode, Name That Tune, it was really spurned by the fact, or started because he delegated to throw away the motherboard to Bebop and Rocksteady, and they couldn't even do that.
That's fair. So let's get into a breakdown.
Yeah, all they had to do is leave it in the garbage. But yeah, let's get into a breakdown. Time
Okay.
for a breakdown!
Hey, so we start with the Ninja Turtles. They are in their lair.
They're in a lair, but the opening scene is like some weird... The establishing shot is this.
The establishing shot is like a street in New York, but I think the idea is we're going under the street.
I wish we could see a manhole cover. Like,
At least something.
Yeah.
Some sort of manhole cover. Normally it's the same... The intro shot is exactly the same, where it's like where the sewer like dumps into the ocean.
Where does that taxi think it's going?
it's
It's parallel.
Sideways.
It's
doing
perpendicular
like
parking.
a
Yeah.
4-point turn right there.
Yeah. So anyway,
4
so
out of 100 points.
we're in the lair and they're watching a movie, a 000 movie, which is like 007. And they make a joke about how he's definitely not going to die because they see him in the sequel.
Look! He's handcuffed, and those guys are gonna shove him out of that plane!
But I know he gets out of his predicament.
How do you know, Master?
Because I saw him in The Return of Secret Agent 000.
Then it cuts to news, but it's not news like normal. But
Interference.
it's interference, and Krang has news.
And that, but see, when they started cutting to interference, that's when I got really excited because I was like, "Oh, it's gonna go to the cartoon." Crikey, the rock and roll cricket is
Yeah.
what I thought was gonna happen.
I thought it was more like I pictured Crikey as like a country rock and roll kind of guy.
See, I thought he was Australian.
Yeah, but he's
Australian-
hard rock. He's hard rock.
Hard rock.
Well, Australians can definitely be hard rock, but I don't see why Australians couldn't also be country.
Country rock.
They don't really have country culture like we do,
So
like down home. Do
Oh,
they?
you're gonna get so many letters from
Please.
Australians.
Send us letters, the Australians that listen to us. The 5 that I know about.
and the 4 that we pay.
Do we pay 4 of them now?
Yeah, it's expensive.
Wow. All right.
Anyway, so there's interference,
Yes.
and it's not Crikey the Cricket, the cartoon that's sweeping the whole New York City. It is actually Krang, and he's got something to say.
Greetings, Earthlings, and an extra special hello to the Ninja Turtles.
I will vaporize 1 square mile of city.
But this is getting just transmitted to the Turtles' lair.
It said people
It's supposed to be
Earth.
on every TV.
But nobody's freaking out.
I
Everyone,
know,
there's-
I
right?
have a note about that.
Yes,
Absolutely.
We'll get back to that.
I think that's the whole note, though.
That's
I
basically the
think
whole
we
note.
just covered it, so check that off.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of depth required.
So turns out that Shredder found this alien computer,
Sure he did.
and
He just says it. You don't see it. You just
Take his word for it.
Yeah.
yeah, and
I mean, to be fair, it is
On
there.
screen.
Like, it's in this show. They got it somewhere.
we don't see him finding it.
Right.
Apparently, they found it a long time ago, but Krang forgot about it.
Right.
Anyway, so Krang uses the microchips to make a dematerializer device. And he plants that in the sewer, and it's going to dematerialize a square mile of
Unless they give the whole world gives Krang the power he needs to get the Technodrome back to Earth.
yes.
Unless the government of your city agrees to provide me with enough power to return my Technodrome to Earth, I will vaporize a 1-mile square area of the city in 1 hour. I'll be in touch. Ta-ta.
Which I don't know how you do that,
I don't
but
know.
that's his demand.
I don't know either, but there's more upsetting parts about
But nobody
that.
cares. Like nobody's like everyone's just walking around.
We're past that, Sky.
Okay.
Everyone lives their life.
I guess what that's I would do the same thing. To be fair, I'd be like, all right,
They'll
like,
handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, I'm like, it's like when you see like
Are
a
you gonna,
homeless person
like,
like
not
pass
go to
out.
work?
Like,
You could send a telegraph to the police.
beep 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 beep.
Telegram?
Oh, telegram? What's the one where they sing?
That's a telegram.
Oh, telegram.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
hello, Mr. Police. Stop. There's a problem in the universe. Stop.
This is already such a
Krang-
musical episode.
Yeah, exactly. Krang needs the power. Get that Technodrome back. Stop. Do
needs to be
something
stopped.
about it
Stop.
today. Stop.
Then what does he say? Does he say like when he's done sending the broadcast, he's like, I just don't know if I should have told him that, but I just couldn't help myself.
Perhaps I shouldn't have done that broadcast, but I just couldn't resist. Since I have discovered how this alien computer operates, nothing can stop me.
Yeah, I don't know what the idea of that was, because Donatello's like, I don't think he has the power to do that.
Oh yeah,
And so I thought he was bluffing. And the way he says, I don't know if I should have said that, made me feel like he was bluffing.
yeah,
But then he's like, not bluffing.
But then Shredder says something very interesting. He says, yeah, I don't think he has the power either, but what is most concerning is that he thinks he does.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Splinter says that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Splinter says that, and that is a very interesting kind of sentence.
Yeah, I thought it was a setup for
No,
like
if he
a bluff.
thinks he's going to blow up the world, but he can't do it, then that's not really a problem.
That's not a problem.
Nah, yeah.
Not a problem. I don't find it's a problem.
But in a way, that's pretty deep, because it's like the big problem with Krang is that he thinks he can destroy.
It's like a
the world.
megalomaniac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He's full of himself.
He needs to meditate.
His
scary
body
part
is
is-
literally full of himself.
The scary part is he easily could destroy everything. Like, they've had that power before. I think he secretly just doesn't want to.
They've squandered it.
They've squanched it.
Who wants to be ruler of nothing? I don't understand the idea.
I'll take it.
That
You are the ruler of nothing, Cranston.
That's amazing.
Anyway.
I'm done with this shit.
Oh, wow.
Podcast over.
Yeah, I guess.
I rule.
Sky, you live in this apartment now.
I
If
just
you want.
shrugged, just so you guys know.
If you don't mind paying a third of the rent, that'd be pretty sweet.
Only
You're
a
not
third?
here.
I don't have to do a half.
No,
Now that
'cause
you're gone?
Natalie's here.
But
No,
you.
Natalie will pay 2/3. You pay 1/3, and Cranston, you leave.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm leaving the podcast. I'm still staying in my apartment.
Oh.
I thought we were going to have like a Three's Company situation.
Come on, knock on our door.
Come on, knock on our
We'll be
door.
waiting for you.
We'll be waiting for you.
So, what a musical episode.
We still need to do the breakdown. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, he makes that big announcement, and then should we focus on what happens with Shredder?
We like to surmise the story
just very quickly. Yeah.
So that way, the people that don't watch the episode, when we devolve into the random mouth diarrhea that this podcast turns into, we at least did our due diligence to talk about the turtles.
Yes.
Okay.
So here's what it is. Shredder tells them to take out the extra parts. The extra parts include...
tells Bebop and Rocksteady.
Thank you for clarification.
Yes.
They take the junk out.
Even the motherboard? Which is this fancy light up.
Obviously a synthesizer.
Yes.
Right.
It's a keyboard synthesizer, and they throw it away, but it doesn't fit in the dumpster because, that needs to be all neat and tidy. So they instead throw it through a portal to Earth, which is stupid. But they do that. It ends up in an antique shop. Now,
just so happens,
Irma's friend Howie is a musician.
He's like a Buddy Holly Woody Allen.
Yes, absolutely. And he's voiced by Pat Fraley. Really big range on Pat Fraley, guys.
Yeah.
Who else is Pat Fraley?
Krang, for one. Vern Thompson, for two.
What?
Yeah, he's a pretty
or
prolific.
Vern Thompson, sorry. Yeah. Really good.
Prolific.
He also does voice acting lessons, if you'd like. Hit
Where
him up on Twitter.
How? Oh, okay, Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming
for you.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I live in Texas.
No, I don't know where he lives.
I don't know where he lives.
I'm sure you can do like Skype, the lessons.
Skype?
I do get a percentage anytime someone says Skype.
That's amazing.
3 out of 6 letters.
Yeah.
Skype,
3 out of 5
Skype.
So much money.
I'm helping you. Yeah, I'm helping you out.
98% of all Skype's revenue.
Everyone say Skype. So Sky can live her dream to take voice lessons.
With the podcast episode right now, in unison, I want it to resonate. 1, 2, 3.
Skype. Thank you. Anyways. Okay, so Howie, he's a musician.
He gets the keyboard.
He's very Jewish.
Okay, so this is the okay, we're still breaking this down, but just really quickly.
Okay.
He is hanging out with Irma at the station, practicing on the station's piano.
Yes.
And the boss is all upset, and then Irma's like, he can't help it. He got his piano taken away from the finance company. But
Mr. Thompson, his piano's been repossessed by the finance company.
That's not my problem. Back to work, you two.
I don't remember that part.
I don't either.
Yeah, like I wrote it down because I was
I guess he got a loan.
Like Howie's like,
and he couldn't pay it.
He's
so he's
just waiting for his big break.
Yeah, he's just buying drugs.
He's an artist. He's been working hard, but no one gives him a shot. And then he finally gets an in to make a tune for Channel 6, biggest broadcast channel in New York City.
True.
And he gets turned down by the chief editor.
Oh, shit.
It's rough.
And then, so Irma...
He runs away.
He runs away.
He literally runs out the door.
I'll see you later.
He ran away like he's secretly Superman hearing a train running off the tracks. He's like, don't worry, guys. I'll be right back. I just got to go to the bathroom. And then he books it.
Wind sprints.
But then next scene, Irma is with Howie at the pawn shop.
Yes.
Isn't it Irma and April and Howie?
No, Irma and Howie, because they're kind of a power couple right now.
At the pawn shop. April was there at the Channel 6 while he was like busting out his tune.
Yeah. So they pick up the motherboard.
It just so happens the motherboard, when it gets tossed into the portal to Earth, lands right in the pawn shop.
Yes, and the pawn shop's motto is "We buy junk, we sell antiques," which I think is hilarious.
So awesome.
Very clever.
It's called Artie's. Anyway, so he gets that and he starts playing it, but something's weird because it plays notes he's not trying to play.
Yeah,
and
every time he tries to play a certain melody,
it ends up playing the Ninja Turtles theme song.
But not as good.
Hey, it's playing all by itself.
How romantic. It's playing our song.
I don't know about that.
Well, it does that little ditty that they play in the background a lot.
Yeah.
And they sing some songs, man. Like
we'll get into that.
There's a lot of singing.
But Howie sings some songs. What else? What then happens?
So
the turtles have to find it.
Yeah, so because obviously Donatello has his portal activating. I don't know, like
he just built
his portal device that tells him whenever there's activity coming from Dimension X.
Yes,
and he sees that there's something small that just came through.
Yes,
not the Technodrome. It's not big enough to be the Technodrome, which they're worried about at first, and then they're like, so they go and find where it landed,
which is the antique shop.
So they go back to the antique shop.
I love how coincidental the timeline is, because it's like it looks like he's building this machine to track portals. Then he's like, I just finished my machine that tracks portals. There's something coming in. And it's like right when the mother keyboard comes in.
Yes.
But that's why we're tuning in now. Like, I mean, they're living this whole life that we don't get to see, but we're just happen to be tuning in when the action happens.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, do you think it's like a weird, like, Hand of Destiny thing?
I just think it's like, we're not tuning in when they're in the bathroom, you know.
We're definitely not.
This is like, we're just cutting slices of life, just little moments, and we're choosing the best ones to see.
These are the best ones?
These are the best of their
I
lives.
was thinking about changing the name of the podcast to This American Life.
Oh, yeah?
It has a ring to it.
I think it would really get the nostalgic turtle clientele.
It just feels like a nostalgic brand already.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's those improv classes.
Boom.
What happens next?
Cranston, Jesus. One joke.
Okay, so then the turtles go to the antique shop.
We should clarify the importance of the keyboard motherboard. Is that the bomb that Krang has set up to dematerialize a square mile of land is deactivated when the motherboard plays?
Maybe.
In a certain range, in a certain tune, I don't know. But coincidentally, it has some kind of power over the dematerializer.
Yeah. It controls somehow has control over the microchips that came from that computer.
Yes. So at some point when Howie is playing, he's also potentially disarming the bomb.
Right, it's causing interference, so it can't explode.
No one seems to think that there's a chance that him playing the wrong note would detonate the bomb instantly.
No, it's definitely not that. That definitely can't happen no matter what.
Okay, good.
Krang can activate it, but
sort of.
Kind of.
He can enter an arbitrary amount of time.
Yes. Oh, man, this thing and its numbers. There's a time. Here's the thing. If there's a clock on an object...
Yeah.
First off, it needs to move at a normal pace, or at least
consistent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Second, between shots, it shouldn't randomly be a higher number than we left it.
No.
So third, just don't do that. Just don't put numbers on it.
Yeah, don't show that. You don't have to do a close up on it. Like,
right. Just have it go beep.
Yeah, it's
beep,
powering up or whatever.
Beep. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Anyway.
And if you're gonna have it power up at a consistent pace. Don't have the power level change between cuts.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
It's infuriating, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like,
it went down to 2.
Like, yeah, you're like, I'm investing my time. I have the same amount of time that I'm investing in this, right? Like,
yeah.
It's valuable. So why can't they make time valuable on the show?
Because they want you to buy more plastic shit.
I will do that.
Is it?
I suddenly have to do that. Yes.
I totally, like, I got so nostalgic for when they were calling each other on the turtle phones, and I had one of those turtle phones, and like, I would pay good money to get a turtle phone.
One that worked?
In my hands, yes.
Fuck yes.
What do you think is a cooler name? Turtlecom or T-Phone?
Turtlecom.
T-Phone sounds like a phone for trannies.
And what's wrong with that, Cranston?
Well, who are you trying to market it to?
More like Transton.
I have nothing against trannies. I'm just if you're
I don't know.
No, like
tranny
T-phone
is the nomenclature
iPhone.
that
like it's an
is being
iPhone but
used
turtle themed. It'd be a T-phone.
A T-phone? I know, but that sounds like, you know, T-Mobile or like T-Cell or like testosterone. Right. Like, it's just like turtle phone.
Here's the reason I say
Turtlecom.
Turtlecom is also what it's called.
Turtlecom is what it's called. In the new series, they call it the T-phone.
The T-phone?
Yes.
It's just... It doesn't.
That's why I bring it up.
Visual. It sounds like a visual thing.
It kind of sounds like sea foam.
Does it?
T-phone.
Yes.
Sea
I guess if you change the words, it does.
Well, if you change the letters, yeah. Change it to a whole nother word.
Yeah.
Totally
it sounds like a totally different word, yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
All right, let's put a poll If you think T-Phone.
Are we putting a poll up on Twitter?
Yeah, we're putting a poll up on Twitter.
Right, now I have to remember to do that.
Vote at twitter.com/tphone votes.
No. I mean, we have a Twitter page.
.com.
Great.
/turtlecom. Which is better? .net.
Slash.
Or is it
Slash-
.org? This should be a
slash phone.
nonprofit. I feel like.
.org.
We are not a nonprofit.
Well-
I mean, we take donations.
Yeah.
www.www.com.w.com.
.turtlecom.
Turtlecom.
Turtlecom. www.turtlepowerpod.turtlecom.
Slash
So
T-phone.
anyways, but at this point in the show, we
Yes.
don't know that we know because we're a sophisticated bunch.
We're an intelligent group of people.
But they on the show don't know that the synthesizer is what is going to stop the bomb from going off. They just know at this point they don't even know there's a bomb. The turtles,
That's true. They
a
just
dematerializer.
They just
rather.
know that something
Right.
came through the portal, and the whatchamacallit came through the portal, and they have to track down where it went. At the same time, Shredder is also tracking down where it went.
yeah, I just realized the turtles think that this is an empty threat.
At this point, yeah.
Well, the turtles think there's an empty threat, but Donatello made that portal watcher just in case, and then it got activated.
Oh, and so they're like, oh shit, maybe this is like actually
So
something
they're
that
still-
could go down.
they're still doing
he just
some investigative
whipped up
work.
a portal locator.
Yes.
I thought it was something he had been working on.
No, he whipped it up, man.
He just pulled an old like CRT computer monitor out and started putting stuff into
Putting
it.
portal detection
Till
stuff
it
in
worked.
Come on.
I mean, that's a whole other podcast, right? Like, how do they build this stuff? Like, what is the theory?
They
behind-
don't.
They
Oh.
don't do that.
That's-
Donatello
I think
makes
that's-
it, and it exists, and it's real, and that's it. And you have to take that.
Okay.
And you can't say anything about it because it exists now.
Okay. Now, okay.
And it's awful.
It's tough. It's mighty tough. With putting it in the theme song that Donatello does machines.
Yeah.
Like you
That's
just,
all you need to
That's
know.
all you need to say. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, he does machines. Okay.
I had this lying around, guys.
Yeah, at this point, it's not even like, he's not even saying bullshit like, if I reverse the polarity, he's like, maybe I can fix it. That's it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even like come up with any kind of reason or method.
Oh, I know what will work.
And that's it. And then it
Yeah.
works.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us what will work.
You don't have to. I don't need to.
Donatello
That's what
doesn't
I'm
need to
learning.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were being Sky.
I would. Given the choice between being Sky and Donatello right now, I'm going to be Donatello.
I mean, I would be Donatello.
I'm wearing purple.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
wearing
right.
purple.
So where are we at?
I'm
Okay.
not.
I know.
In
I
case,
didn't want to
in case
bring it
people
up.
at home wanted to know where I was at, I'm not wearing
He's
it.
not wearing.
You get to be Casey Jones.
All right. I'm okay with that. I need a tighter shirt.
Here for justice. Casey Jones.
So Shredder follows them to Howie's loft. And yes.
But wait, why? Okay, so what point is
Wonder into the
Shredder
mic.
like, oh shoot, you put that in through the portal? Like that's not good. Like I feel like I missed that.
Because it gets deactivated once, and Krang's like, "What the hell?"
And then how'd they figure it out? It was
They just knew
They-
it was
they-
the
They
turtles.
just know
that
that.
somehow the turtles
Yeah.
Yes.
are doing something.
Correct.
Yeah,
They Donnied it.
He's like, "There's a device. Here's this device. It'll tell you whatever's doing that."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
okay.
so he carries a
So-
grenade tracker.
So then here's Shredder is doing bitch work when he should be doing, I feel like, other like mastermind things.
But what? He doesn't mastermind anything.
No, I guess not.
Like, what is he the master of? He's like the general.
So okay.
He looks scary. That's
I mean,
all he has.
I know we're still breaking this down, but I just where's the Foot Clan?
Oh,
Good
interesting
question.
story. We don't know.
I was like, oh shit. I guess I haven't been paying attention.
Okay.
All right, let's get an education
There
lesson
are
from Basil.
episodes. There are episodes missing from this season that we haven't seen yet.
Uh-huh.
That I'm going to opt that we watch after this season before the next one, where they go to Europe for a few episodes.
For reals?
Yes, and they were never in the American release, and but they exist, and
We're
we have
absolutely
them.
watching that.
We have them.
Yeah.
And it was between the first and second episode of this season. But we didn't remember. They kept talking about vacations.
Right.
Yes, so they go to Europe for a few episodes.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, and we decided at the time not to watch them.
And and this is like common knowledge. I'm not saying anything we don't already know, but in Europe, what are they called? They're called the Teenage Mutant
Hero.
Hero
Yes.
Turtles.
Turtles.
Tortugas,
So
yes.
interesting.
Tortoises.
Okay, anyways.
Anyway, so the Foot Clan kind of just doesn't show up every once in a while.
Okay, so that's what normally I feel like Shredder's involved with, like training them up, thinking of ways to get them to...
That's what he should be
infiltrate.
doing, yeah.
That is what he should be doing. Instead,
That's his
he's
job.
babysitting 2 giant animals.
And doing what Krang says, but like they fight like a married couple every time one of them has a suggestion.
Yeah, that relationship is so interesting.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's adorable.
It's a little adorable. It's not
mean,
healthy.
It's relatable.
It's adorable in the creation that we've made, but like in the actual context of the show, it's annoying
And
and
passive
stupid.
aggressive.
Yes, but like if you think about it, like they're a married couple, it's
Right,
adorable.
because like Shredder's just trying to push his button, I mean, on the console. He's just
Push
like,
buttons.
I'm busy pushing these buttons. Just stop bothering me.
And then Krang's like, "No, wait."
You're not doing it right. This arbitrary task.
It's these 2 buttons. Boop, 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 boop.
Boop.
It's still not working, Shredder.
I told you.
Those must be those meddling turtles. So now they've they figured out that this motherboard thing is a part of a bigger picture.
Yes.
The turtles, and they find out that Howie bought it. How did they find out Howie bought it?
They
April calls them.
Oh.
It's like, "Hey, Howie has this new thing.
Because
Donnie can fix it
Why does April know about it?
because
she's visiting."
she's visiting Howie's loft, which is amazing, by the way.
Oh yeah,
For a guy who got his
he's
his
got
piano
a
taken from
skylight
the
suite.
He's got a sunken living room.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
That's right.
Wouldn't the turtles know where it came from because of the portal device?
Only the entry point.
But that was the entry point, was the secondhand shop.
Right,
Yeah, but
they
he
don't
doesn't know where it
from
went
there.
after that.
And that's the
It's
perplexing.
luck.
Oh,
that-
right. Yeah, that's right. They go to the antique guy. They're like, "Where's this thing?" And he's like, "I'd love to sell you the thing, but I gave it to some people." And then April calls. Is like,
Yes.
"Found the
Hey,
thing."
we were those people.
Yeah.
So really, the antique shop was a complete waste of everyone's time.
Yes. A waste of the turtles' time.
Right, they didn't need to go there. They could have just gotten the call from...
That's exactly
They
right.
could have just
April.
teleported it right into like the guy's like hands. Like he's like playing on a keyboard, and then it just appears on top of his
And he's
keyboard.
like, whoa!
Yeah, that's literally what could have happened.
That's perfect. So then the turtle... So now at this
They
point...
have a musical number.
They have a few.
There's a couple. This is... Okay, and
They
then
have a
I want to
musical
talk
number
about
while
this at
they
the
musical
end.
number.
So everyone's going to Howie's amazing loft for a guy who got his piano taken away by the finance company.
They haven't taken his condo yet.
So the turtles go to Howie's loft. Shredder's going to Howie's loft, and once they that moment when Donatello just wanted to die.
Check the Twitter. We put the screenshot up.
Yeah.
Howie's playing at one of his jams, and like for some reason this bothers Donatello so much. The look on his face is pure oblivion, and like he's lost all meaning of his life. Like it's like for the first moment he's like, I'm a turtle,
And
I'm
Howie's
a
got this
mutant
giant
turtle.
smile on his face.
Yeah, because he's jamming out on one of his hits,
Yeah, hit.
and Donatello's just like, why are any of us alive?
What's
Hey,
the
like
point
you
of
said,
any of
it's like the camera's just like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Just like zooming in on him. It's just so sad.
Yeah, he
It's
doesn't.
like he's looking like Splinter just died.
Well, and then he lashes out. He's
Yeah.
like, "Stop playing this
like
music."
puts his hands on his shoulders.
Yeah.
So, move to the point where he puts. I just got to see it. I got to see where he's like the exact moment he makes the transition to like pure oblivion. Oh my god! You just put a whole like
He's like,
he
"God
grabs
damn you!"
Howie
Yeah.
by the shoulders.
Stop it!
I like. Anyway,
Yeah.
Well,
So-
plus, like, I feel like Donnie would be the one person looking at this situation, being like, he could play the wrong code and kill us all.
yeah, like he knows that this thing is not a normal keyboard.
He should have just like swatted it out of his hands immediately.
But he does. Oh, they don't want it to break because breaking it means that they can't deactivate the dematerializer.
So he should have swatted him out of the way of the
They should
keyboard.
have just killed Howie. I think
Yeah.
that could have solved everything.
Over. Done.
But they're making it seem like Howie's the only one that knows how to play like the magical chords that stops the dematerializer.
It's the only one that can get in 30 seconds.
But he said it himself, like, I'm playing a different tune, and it's coming out as a different tune. So it's like anyone can just touch the keyboard and it would be that tune.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Great point.
It's almost like that character is worthless. But, which I have a note about.
Okay. Sounds like the whole show is a waste of everyone's time.
It's almost.
You'd say.
So, anyway, they get away with the turtles get away with the
murder.
keyboard.
Oh.
So yeah,
and Shredder runs away.
Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady are there to grab it from them, and there's an actual fight scene.
There's a scuffle,
which is great. There's ninja involved.
That's true.
Yeah,
some martial arts.
Then they have to get the sound to everywhere in the city. So they go to Channel 6 to hook it up to Channel 6 transceivers.
Long story short, over what we skipped, Shredder gets away and hides behind a big steel trap door.
Yes.
It's in this loft, because
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah, there's always
a giant steel door.
You always have a panic room.
Yeah, in those old lofts.
Yeah.
And then, just in case there's a Joker situation that happens during one of your parties.
Or like that movie, The Panic Room situation.
Which is interesting you bring up the Joker, because Jared Leto is in the Panic Room and also later played the Joker.
In that movie
but
that
not
no one
in
liked.
the Joker that we know. And Heath Ledger was not in Panic Room.
But he must have panicked.
When he was dying.
All right, folks,
Anyway,
thanks for tuning in to the last episode of Turtle Power Pod.
Yeah, this is what does us in. So, long story short, they play the music. The bomb gets disarmed. Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady go back to the Technodrome, and one of the computers gets pummeled by them for no reason, and Krang gets his comeuppance.
Yeah.
That's it.
The dematerializer cannot dematerialize because of a keyboard, a synthesizer.
Which makes me need to write down another note that we can talk about at the end.
Is the note...
Damn it! Always stepping on my dick.
He likes doing that. Okay, so my first note. Okay. They're still getting their news through the news, but instead of the new... like Krang literally says, I've got news.
I've got the latest news from Dimension X, and it's all bad.
And one of our big things about this show is they're always sitting in front of the fucking TV watching something.
And then April comes on.
Something comes on the TV to give them news to start the plot. It's really fucking annoying.
Why is that annoying to you?
Because it's every fucking episode.
Oh, okay.
It's not like if it happened every once in a while, it'd be fine. But like that's how they have to open every episode.
I see.
From the last 2 seasons.
But I just feel like that's what people do. Like, people just watch TV. And so it's like, especially back then.
They could be training.
Yeah.
They could be doing a million other things.
They have turtle comms.
Yeah.
If there's an emergency, April could be like, hey,
that's true. Why isn't she informing them first of like, this shit's going down?
Because she's a badly written idiot.
She also is dedicated to her job.
Also,
maybe that's what it is.
They work at a news station. Krang submits this to the world, supposedly, and she's not reporting on it. She's not even worried about it, and she's doing piano shit.
Yes, thank you.
Do you think that everyone like watching is like, this fucking guy again, and they just like turn their TV off?
See, but then, like, if I was April, I'd still call the Turtles and be like, hey, I don't know if you were watching TV, because you always are, but in case you weren't, Krang.
Right, and what's the boss name? What's the boss's name?
Vern. Vern Thompson.
Burn or V?
Vern is someone else.
Okay. Burn with a B?
There's a Burn and a Vern, and they both work at the news station.
Okay, so Burn, I guess like Bernie.
Yes.
Like that's what he's upset about is like, you guys are making too much racket on the piano here. And not like, hey
I
guys,
pay you the news.
Like, the city's going to be destroyed. Like,
yeah. Only a mile of it, though, so it's okay.
Square mile, though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's not a mile, 1 foot strip.
He also didn't say that it was a square mile of New York. He just said a square mile.
Yeah, a square mile of a city.
I think he actually said Midtown. He did say Midtown at some point.
Midtown.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be scary.
So many midtowns.
This is pre 9/11, so.
Oh God, that's a good point.
Just
We got to
threats
keep that
all
in
the
mind
time.
through this. We have to watch this through that view that this is pre 9/11. People weren't as scared back then.
Oh yeah, this is like they make movies about this shit now. About one person saying they're going to blow up a something in New York. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's very popular.
Ignore what I'm saying. Okay, Cranston has a special guest appearance on this episode, and he writes a bunch of songs. I thought you were Howie. Absolutely. 100% you're Howie. Like, the songs are exactly like you would write a song, Cranston.
Yeah, because there's no thought put into it.
Exactly.
He just diarrheas out of his mouth.
It's true.
That's my secret. I try.
Literally, first song that played, and he plays probably 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. When should I put these songs in, Cranston? Because they're a good chunk of time.
Man, just when it feels right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put the first one in here. I'll see you in a minute.
I wear turtle pajamas. I eat turtle food. I got turtles on my turtles, and I'm turtly rude. I'm a turtle dude. I'm a turtle dude. I'm a turtle dude.
What's going on?
And now we're back.
Turtles and the half-shell turtles. Going down the well with the turtles. They're not enchiladas. They're not
Weasels in
Cream sauce?
cream
cream
sauce.
sauce.
But he does.
That
do
was
it-
the last song that they
The
played.
turtles.
So I didn't just play that song. I played the first song.
Turtles, and I'm sexually attracted to them.
Yeah, all his songs are about turtles.
Well, I mean, it's his muse.
I guess.
I want to bang the turtles.
And not Irma, apparently. Oh,
And not
Irma's back to her
Irma.
old self, being hot for literally any human man. Or non-human man.
He's probably the most normal dude she's
ever
been
met.
interested
like
in.
what are some other kind of dudes?
Robot?
A giant robot man.
Oh.
Mutants?
Mutants.
Does she ever like crush on the turtles?
Yes.
She did have a crush on the turtles once.
All of them, like just
Yeah,
collectively.
just in general.
Yeah. They did an episode where it was specifically her and... Was it Mikey, though? Or Raph?
I can't remember.
There was one episode where she was hitting on one of them.
There was one episode where she
Made an
felt
episode around of it.
she felt so blessed to be able to let herself be fucked by this random dude she worked with one time. Remember that? Like she had the whole plot for her was that she had to go on her lunch date with this guy that she's been wanting to fuck forever.
I do remember this,
And
yes.
he's like so fucking full of himself, like, oh, you're welcome for being able to go on a date with me.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I took you to
and
a
she's
fancy
like
restaurant.
so about it. Like she's all for it.
Oh,
Disgusting.
Brett Thompson took me out on a date.
I just let him come inside.
Oh,
me.
I'm Brett Thompson. Oh, I'm
Does
so...
April ever go out on dates?
Sometimes.
Not really.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, no, she doesn't. I don't think I've seen her on an
Cool.
actual
She's about her
date.
career,
You know,
I dig
and
that.
that's okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to all be about boys or whatever. I'm just saying Irma is too much about
for
it.
sure.
That's all. But like you said, this is the most normal relationship that I've seen for her.
Oh, absolutely.
Ever.
I mean, except that like, he's still like isn't reciprocating. Like
Absolutely.
That's true. It's still in a. He's
But,
all
but
about
if
his
we were
career.
to side by side all the other weird relationship triangles,
Yeah. Like, she called Shredder cute before.
I can see that he's got muscles.
Oh, yeah. He's a handsome man.
he's intimidating.
He's a beautiful Japanese man.
I'm not going to say something. Are you waving to the audience
To
at
the
home
camera, yeah.
who's live streaming this?
I thought you were waving at me.
No, I was waving past you. Like,
Did you wave to me again?
stop intercepting my wave. Stop. I'm waving to the person behind you. To the people behind you, yeah.
I think, okay, let's go back to these songs. Because these songs, that's what I do like about this episode is a little different, for the fans,
Definitely.
Because for the tribute band that I want to start, like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are all just gems that you can, like, kind of remix a little bit.
Yeah.
And, like, make them actually maybe a little good, just using the basic tune. And then
Same lyrics, but
yeah.
different tune.
Yeah. Like, I think that's great. This is great material. It's great
What-
fodder for, like
So would you just do covers of Howie's songs?
Yeah.
Or okay.
So I would do all sorts. Obviously, you're doing the theme song.
Obviously,
you're doing all these jams. You do some originals, and I'm sure there's got to be other songs throughout. How many 10 seasons? Like at least one. But yeah, you do some originals for sure. But this just takes out so what was there 4 songs in this?
I think 4.
I think 4. And they were full length, not full length, but they were.
One of them lasted way longer than it needed to.
So long.
It felt like it was over, and then he just starts it over.
I think our YouTube channel gets stricken if I include the whole song.
Yeah, you can just give him a taste, right? Like, you don't need to play the whole thing.
I'll play one verse, but keep in mind that he plays it 3 times. Here it is.
We're not monetizing our channel, though.
Correct.
So you can just play it.
Why can't I be a teenager with a shell? I'd live in sewers just to have the right smell. I'd be bodacious, that's a word I can't spell. Why can't I be a teenager with a shell? That's
Is this guy for
something
real?
I think I could be very well. Just paint me green and maybe nobody could tell. Why can't I be a teenager with a shell? Why can't I be a teenager with a shell?
This is really not a good time for a concert.
I am a little perturbed with Krang because, as anyone who's watched the series knows, season 2 was about getting the fucking Technodrome out of Earth.
Correct.
He didn't want it in Earth. He wanted it in Dimension X.
He wanted to be in Dimension X so he could control his army. Now he's back in Dimension X.
No, he didn't want it in Dimension X. He wanted it out of the center of the Earth. Yes. At the end of season 1, it was trapped in the center of the Earth. At the end of season 2, they launched it into space into Dimension X.
It's just dumb.
It is dumb.
Stay away from Earth.
Just
you can have the
don't
rest of
worry
the
about
universe.
Yeah.
Or it's like, here's a fucking idea. Maybe put your dematerializing device, set it to 12, and then put it where the turtles live and don't tell anyone.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, because he wanted something to return, right? He wanted the power.
But if he kills the turtles, he can have whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Is that the only one that can stop him
Yes.
ever?
The only ones that are stopping them are the turtles. Every time.
With their bow staff.
With their bow staff.
And their
their
sounding
cowabungas.
size.
And their size. And their katanas.
And
Nunchaku.
And
And
their
Donnie,
nunchaku.
actually, really, Donnie doing machines, is 75% of them stopping Krang.
Oh,
yeah.
more than that, I would
Probably, yeah.
say.
98%.
89.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if Donnie didn't do machines, this would just never work.
It'd be over.
That's great. Donnie's the hero of this show.
It's really upsetting.
Yeah.
It's just boring because it's the same. Donnie does a thing and then it's all good. This episode was not like that specifically.
Yeah, I mean, the other turtles can kind of you know what? It was actually Donnie again.
Tell you what,
Shredder.
did Leonardo lead?
No.
Did Raphael, was he really that cool?
Was he rude? He was never rude.
He was cool, but a little rude.
He was a cool.
He had a few wisecracks.
Yeah. And Michelangelo didn't really party. But
No.
you know who does machines in every fucking episode?
Donnie.
Donatello does.
Yeah.
I want to see an episode that just Michelangelo fucking rages. He's doing keg stands. He's whippets. He's just
Emptying out Splinter's pill
rave.
cabinet.
Yeah.
Doing a line of coke off Leonardo's katana.
Yeah.
Looking himself in the mirror.
He's stealing mannequins from the Ross Dress for Less.
Cutting holes in them.
Yeah. Cutting holes in them.
So he can insert, masturbation devices. And make it seem like it's a real...
He's
real vagina.
Like it's a
playing
real person.
Chicky in cars. I'm just picturing, Rebel Without a Cause.
Yeah.
I want him to party. He deserves to just let his mask down and just party.
Yeah. And then you just want to see Raphael smoke a cigarette and punch an old lady.
Yeah, just oh, that was rude. I don't
But
really
cool.
I really don't want to see Leo lead though.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, because Okay, if you have a better leader, then you can have more complicated plots.
Yeah.
You can have better enemies if you have better solutions. And the problem with their solutions is it's the same fucking solution
Donnie does
all
machines.
the time. And so you can't stray too far from the formula without having to come up with better stories.
What if that's just how he leads?
Leonardo leads from the back?
Guys, have Donnie make a machine.
Good idea. Thanks, Leo.
You're welcome.
You saved us.
I think
I did it again.
I think Mikey. I'm sorry. I'm still obsessed with Michelangelo. Because,
Oh yeah, he's the best.
he did party a little bit because there was a reference to him having indigestion. And he was like, "Oh, it must have been the pizza I just ate."
Yeah, but he didn't say must have been all that fucking cocaine and rum.
I haven't shit in like 4 days, guys. It's gonna happen.
And I know because I've been awake for 4 days, guys.
Yeah, I guess I want
smell
Leo
it
to
through my
lead,
shell.
but I don't have any interest in seeing like the process happen. Like I'm just you go lead. Meanwhile, like I'm clicking on Michelangelo's YouTube channel and seeing what's going on.
Watch him do prank vids.
Yeah, he's like the Jake
Kissing
Paul.
pranks. Yeah.
Kissing pranks. God.
Are you a Jake Pauler?
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh no, not at all. But it's just such a weird
the
thing.
correct answer.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing that I can't like.
It's disgusting.
I can't not know about it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know about it. No, I'm not glad.
No, because if you didn't know about it, there's a chance that it didn't exist.
Yes, exactly.
I'm glad you know about it from an outsider. That's the way to know about it.
What do you mean from an outsider?
If you know about it because you love it, then that you're not in a good
then you're
not in a good
shit.
place.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to say that you're a piece of shit.
I'll say it.
You're just not in a good place.
You're acting like a piece of shit.
Oh, okay.
Like when I watch,
Or you're 12.
If I watch a Jake Paul video, like I'm like Donatello when he's watching Howie play the piano, just like
Dying inside.
Sad
Yeah.
about
and
everything.
confused and like, why is this a thing? And then like, who am I then if this exists?
Can I strangle this man? Yeah.
But I don't want to kill.
But I have to.
But you have to.
For the good of the planet.
Can I talk about some fourth wall breaks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a part during this fight that we were talking about in the loft where Bebop and Rocksteady are standing on the skylight because they're idiots. And they fall through the glass because they're idiots.
Yeah.
And Shredder nimbly jumps. Oh, and they ask him, "Where's your stupid boss?" And Shredder jumps down. And he's like, "Right here. And it's curtains for you, turtles." And then he looks at us and he says, "I've always wanted to say that."
Hey, Hornhead, where's your tin-faced leader?
Right here, shellbacks. It's curtains for you, turtles. I've always wanted to say that.
And
Pretty
that's
sure you have.
yes, I'm
Lots
pretty
of
sure he
times.
has. And B, it didn't really fit the situation. It wasn't like a good pun or anything.
It usually isn't.
Yeah, the only pun that there is because he's playing the piano, so it's like he's on stage. It's curtains for you, like it's a curtain call. Like
Yeah,
if you
it
close the
made
curtains-
sense.
If you close the curtains on someone, it means they're so bad. It's like, like we're not.
Yeah,
even
but in
letting
this
you
case,
continue.
he's killing them.
the show's ending. That's
Yeah.
But there was
that's the pun.
But there wasn't really a show happening at the time.
He was playing the.
He was playing it, and like they were all watching.
Oh,
like,
okay.
And he's a famous musician.
It's guess.
Famous.
Stupid. Anyway, that's a fourth wall break.
Yeah, and I guess you could have actually really also incorporated the curtains, as in like he could have like come down on curtains because there's in this amazing loft.
should
There's
have.
some like really amazing curtains in it.
I thought if he did that would have made way more sense. I feel like
It helped.
that's
It wouldn't have hurt.
I feel like that's one of those situations where they wrote it into the script and then the artist just like forgot to do it.
How dirty do you think those curtains get?
His loft.
In
They're
his
so
loft.
tall.
Well,
what
yeah,
do you do? Do you
got to get on a ladder
have
and
to
you have to vacuum them.
You vacuum it. You also get like a tennis racket and like beat it out.
You just got to beat out
gotta
that
beat
curtain.
it
I imagine that
You gotta beat
he
the
beats
curtain
it out a
against
lot
the
in
wall.
that apartment.
Oh, that reminds me because there was another joke because there was a rug that the
Oh,
Bebop
yeah.
and Rocksteady were on.
One
and
good jerk.
One good jerk deserves another.
They jerked
gross.
the rug out.
Ha
Cranston got a good tickle out of that one.
Yeah,
I did write down the
because he
quote
jerks
too.
all the time.
I was
I
just
do?
talking about
Yeah, but
beating.
you're not a jerk.
Yeah, I'm jerking right now.
Yeah.
No one else can see it. It's a great thing about having a podcast. No one knows what's going on behind the
Sky
scenes.
can't stop talking about beating curtains.
Oh yeah. and she's been doing a handstand this whole time. So between everything,
Stop.
And I don't know where that tennis racket is going to go, but
we're waiting with anticipation.
Anyways,
we're jerking with anticipation.
There's a part where
yes,
where I don't remember if it's Bebop or Rocksteady is holding up the keyboard, and I think Donnie's like, "No, wait, don't destroy it. That's the one thing we need to stop your plan. If you destroy it, you'll win."
Yes,
and then he's like, "Oh no, I don't know what to do now.
Do I destroy it or not?"
He has a crisis of conscience.
I don't know, but either way, it somehow works out in the turtles' favor.
Well, he's telling the other turtles, "Don't let him destroy that," but he's
shouting it
himself.
I maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to rewatch it real quick.
Okay.
See, look at those curtains. Those amazing curtains.
Oh yeah, the whole background of this fight is curtains.
Can I smash it now, boss?
Stop him! That device is the only thing preventing Krang from leveling the city.
Oh, he's saying
Stop
it to
him.
He's saying it to the other turtles.
I was wrong.
All right, I gotta powder my nose.
You're an asshole. Hey, Sky left the room, so if you have to fart, get it out.
Now's the time.
Yeah, I just farted.
I'm trying, but all I'm doing is pooping.
Poop harder.
I'm trying to get all the farts out, but they're stuck behind all the poops.
We'll get the poop out so the fart comes out.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
Sky's back. I need to stop pooping.
Stop pooping. Sky's back.
I mean, don't stop on my account.
As soon as you left, we started farting. We have to hold in the farts because there's a lady present.
Yeah, just a delicate flower. I
She's
get if there's like gas, so it just wilt.
She does. She Wilt Chamberlains.
Huh. I just started having sex with lots of women.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
you do you.
Don't let me stop you.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no women, unfortunately.
At the end,
if I would have known, I would have made sure there were women here.
I would want them all to look like April O'Neil.
We could make that happen.
Okay.
With like weird flat dead eyes.
Where can we get a yellow jumper?
That's the thing you should key in on about April.
Yeah, she
That's
has
the
weird
important
flat
part.
dead eyes. At the end of the fight, they need to escape because they need to start find. The turtles need to escape because they need to find this bomb. So Michelangelo yells, "Cowabunga!"
Hooray!
And they jump out the window and do ninja shit all the way down.
That was cool.
It looked awesome.
Yeah, and they jump onto a street light, like a stop sign,
Street lamp.
stoplight.
Okay, yeah.
And they like bounce off of it like it's a trampoline, and it's just some real good.
Yeah, and they're
ninja
like
work.
swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great.
It was great because you could tell they spent time on it.
Yeah, they spent more than 1 second.
If they would do that with the story, the show would be watchable.
And also, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this frame that we're paused on.
Yes.
And so you got
Shredder.
Shredder with a lamp.
Yes. Shredder came
Hmm.
to fight, and he did well as well.
Yeah.
His armor is made of swords. Wouldn't he be more effective just like using his sword?
Just punching.
Yeah, he's a martial artist.
This is like a straight up Target lamp. Like, I own this lamp that he's just like picked up. I put it together from Target.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And it's just so funny. Like, cause like you're right next to Leonardo with this katana.
Right.
He's got his Target lamp. It's
How cool
so
would it be if he disarmed Leonardo once and used his sword against him?
Super cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
I
Super
thought you were
cool.
going to ask how cool it would be if he disarmed him with a lamp. And I was
Super
going to
cool.
say, very not cool.
I mean, it would be cool. I mean, if he did it in a cool way.
Yeah.
These animators.
I mean,
probably
he's a
couldn't do that.
ninja. He doesn't need a weapon. But on top of that, he can make a weapon out of anything. That's
Improvised
like one of
weapon.
the traits, of being a ninja.
Pocket sand. Ha!
Or target lamp.
Target lamp.
This isn't sponsored, by the way, by
No.
Target.
It could be.
This episode not brought to you by Target.
Play your cards right, Target. Is the title fucking
Yes.
completely worthless?
The title is
It
worthless.
pisses me off. Pisses me off.
They
big time.
specifically make it name that Toon, Toon. Are they just referring to the show is a cartoon?
Yes, that's
is
all
that
it's
the
doing.
whole?
That's the joke.
So it's just a meta title.
It's stupid. I'm not counting it.
Do the titles usually like come into play? Like, can you
usually
ever guess?
at least with a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a piece of story that only lasts about 5 minutes. Then the other 15
or it's
minutes
the weirdest B plot of all times, like when Byrne goes into outer space because he gets kidnapped by Elvis aliens.
Yeah, that happened.
What was the name of that title? Do you remember?
Oh man,
the episode where Byrne
gets
captured.
Oh, it's Byrne's Blues.
Byrne's Blues.
Byrne's Blues, but Elvis. I guess Elvis sings the blues.
Yes.
Byrne's Blues. Byrne's Blues. You gotta find another turtle. That's a second clue.
There you go. I was trying.
Donatello is just like the star of it. He right now in this frame, he's front and center.
Yes.
He's the one that's like, hey, don't smash that. He's the one bow staffing Shredder. He's the one just doing everything.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see him bow staff Shredder. How deep do you think?
How much would you
like
pay?
in person, or would you stream it, or
Sure.
both, whatever you could get?
Yeah.
Let's say it's like $14.99 a minute.
Okay.
How many minutes?
I'm not going to then. I'm going to wait until someone else pays for it and then says, here's it for free, internet.
Oh, so you wouldn't pay for it?
I wouldn't pay for it. But maybe if it was really good, I would go back and pay for it.
What if it was like live? Like you had to come, they weren't streaming it, no cameras allowed, and it was $100.
It's like on stage?
Yeah.
$100? I'd watch it in person. How long? An hour? I'd do that. Can I jerk off while it's happening?
No.
You could try.
Yeah, like
they would ask you to leave.
Yeah, if you got
You don't
caught.
think at these theaters or whatever people are jerking off in the audience?
Depends on the.
It's like just picture like a wrestling match type scenario. Like they're on a
with a bow staff and a butthole.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard. That's hard for me to kind of picture.
It seems like the ropes would get in the way.
Yeah,
there's no ropes. There's no ropes.
It's
but
just plexiglass.
Still, yeah,
but they are
With
suspended. Yeah,
they're suspended.
And it's all in.
So they're in some sort of like
water.
psychic prison.
Yeah, it's in 2 feet of water too.
And there's electric eels and a drawbridge.
The electric eels are dangling.
Yeah,
and every 10 minutes one drops.
And there is like a bit of land that you can like stand on, but it's actually quicksand.
It's kind of like King of the Hill, but with their butts.
Oh, it's quickland sand.
Mm-hmm. So $100.
For $100, I'd watch that.
How long does the match last?
45 minutes.
That's worth $100.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is that the whole thing, or is there like a little pre-show, or?
There's a pre-show.
But it's like a stupid comedian no one cares about.
It's like so there's actually 2 opening
Cranny doing
acts.
his first stand-up routine.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. So my mom, she puts ham in the scallop potatoes, but we are already having ham with dinner, so what's the point, right? I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Then the mic I just throw the mic on the ground,
and then it gets electrocuted.
And then that really warms up the crowd, though. Like,
yeah,
that's how I warm. Yeah, I get them ready to fight with my comedy routine.
Yeah, and then the not the Power Rangers, but the Captain Planet kids come on, and then they do like kind of like softcore thing, and then it's
softcore thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a cabaret type.
Yeah, kind of like burlesque. Like burlesque.
Cellophane would be my name. Cause you could walk. You guys know this song, right?
No, I don't.
Oh. Yeah, but it's a little sadder than that.
It's a show tune. Well, I mean, you can sing.
You can sing it how you want.
You could sing it sad.
That's another thing.
I hurt myself today
just to see if I could
still bleed. Yeah.
Could not stand the pain. So Bebop, or was it Rocksteady, wants to smash it. He also wants to smash the synthesizer because he hates when songs are played in C sharp.
That's right.
He said that.
Good line.
That is very specific. And
Just
as
so
we
you
all
know,
in comedy, specificity,
yes,
can't say that word, is the key to true comedy. So
yeah,
I give that moment an A+.
Can you be more specific about your thoughts, though?
I can't say the word, but
what?
Specificity.
Oh,
Isn't that?
I was trying to
movie
joke on your joke
about the book.
that specifics is funnier, and then I was going to ask you to be really specific.
So Bebop is wearing one earring, and he's wearing a chain, a necklace made out of I think teeth
Turtle
of
bones.
Turtle bones.
Yeah.
Bones.
Yeah. And he had just drinking an Orange Julius earlier. How's that for specifics?
It's pretty good.
That is pretty specific.
It's my spaghetti, okay? I can't say specifics. A specificity.
Is it your spaghetti or is it mom's spaghetti?
It's
Just threw up.
little kids. Little kids spaghetti. They say pathetti. Spaghetti. Pathetti.
You're pathetic.
Yeah.
Does it seem like Krang could just set the timer to 1?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
110%.
This whole time?
It's so arbitrary, and they denote that it's arbitrary by every time they cut to commercial and come back, it's a different number.
Yes.
Can we try a little role play here? I'm going to be Krang. This is how I think it should have gone down.
Okay.
Attention, people of Earth.
What?
There's an alien on my TV.
How
This
is
can't be
even
right.
happening? This is freaking me out right now. This is horrible.
And then it'd be like, I'd be like, I have just eliminated. Oh, what's this accent? I've just eliminated
There it is.
1 square mile of Earth. I'm going to keep doing it.
Every hour on the hour until you get me power.
Do what I say.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Oh, shit.
And that square mile was where the turtle's lair is. So they're gone.
That first one luckily was, yes.
Yeah.
He's even smarter, yeah. Well, I've said this before. Why not South America? There's no turtles in South America.
There's definitely none in South America.
Definitely not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I mean, in Australia, there's no
Go to
turtles
Australia.
either. And they have an evil rock and roll cricket.
How about,
Yeah.
there you go. How about
evil.
London?
He's not. He would probably join forces.
Exactly.
Well, in
How
London,
about Chile?
In London, they have the Teenage Mutant Hero
Street
Turtles.
Sharks.
So
That's
they have to
true.
Oh, they're the same turtles?
They're different turtles.
They're-
When they
I mean,
call,
they're-
when they
they're
call it
different
Teenage
turtle-
Mutant
Yeah.
Hero Turtles,
Yeah.
They're
it's
like-
a different show.
Yeah.
It's a different
It does
show.
not take place in New York anymore.
It takes place in London town.
London, old London town.
Yeah.
He's trying to blow up the twin Eiffel Towers.
Jesus.
The Big Ben.
My favorite show is The Big Ben Theory. It's so smart for me, though. I feel
It's
like I
too
don't get
smart.
it. Yeah, it's too smart.
That's the point.
Bazinga.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
It's not catering to the lowest common denominator.
No,
which I
no,
need.
no.
Which, who does cater to the lowest common denominator in
Our
the television? This show, your guys' show, and then anything that Chuck Lorre produces
Yes.
is...
Okay, so you
Hugh Laurie's
wanted
brother.
to find out who
Yes.
wrote this music.
Yeah, because I mean,
And Chuck Lorre didn't create the music in the episode. He created the theme song.
Oh, okay. I see. But that's still amazing.
Right?
Like everyone, okay, you guys know who Chuck Lorre is.
Tell me
He
who Chuck Lorre is.
Is the creator of such hit TV shows as, what should we call
Two
it?
and a Half Men.
2.5 Men. Did he do Big Bang Theory? He looked like he must.
I think he did because it's also shit.
Here, let me. I'm gonna use the
Everything
Googles.
Chuck Lorre has ever done in his life is a piece of garbage,
But people
except
love
for
it.
this theme song.
But people
He
love
peaked
it.
in 1987.
Chuck Lorre.
They animated this in a day after he wrote that song. It was like due in 2 days.
I
And
think
he-
half of this
he
is just
shit it
pieced
out.
together from other episodes.
He shit it out, and it happened to be amazing, and he got paid too much money for it, and he got all big in his britches and wrote more shit.
Okay, so So he did Grace Under Fire. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sybil, Dharma and Greg. So those are some good shows. The Big Bang Theory.
What
Mike
did he
and Molly,
do, though? He
Mom.
produced, right?
He produced.
Yeah, he didn't make the music. This is his
Right,
talent.
right.
He could have a few times.
I'm just saying, this is his talent. Producing shows is not.
Right.
I mean, Will and Grace is...
Dharma and Greg.
Dharma, okay.
I mean,
Dharma and
anyone
Greg,
can
nah.
produce a show.
But it's just,
That's
it's just
true, right? Anyone
amazing
can.
that he wrote
Got some
We're
it.
money.
producing this show right now.
Sure.
But who
takes
it's
$20
so interesting that they wouldn't even credit the writer of what's his name?
Chuck Lorre?
Not Chuck Lorre. What's the piano guy's name?
Pat Fraley?
The character
Howie?
Howie. Like, why don't they credit that Howie's the guy or the woman or guy who wrote Howie's songs?
That's what I was... okay. one of my notes was that they had so much music in this episode that I was like, this had to have been like a special guest or something that they had on, or a writer or something. So I Googled it. It's just Pat Fraley, the voice of Krang, which is amazing. He's really good at voice acting, but
he sounds like Woody Allen.
He does. He does a lot of voices in this show. But like, there's nothing special. Like, why did they have the songs, so many of them? Why did they write them so long?
I feel like they were filling time. They just didn't have enough like plot.
But it still didn't feel like they had a lot of. I feel like the plot of this was pretty good.
Here's a weird concept.
Yes.
If you don't have enough plot, write more plot.
I understand they were filling time. It just, like, except for the length of the songs, it didn't feel like they were filling time.
I heard you like to fill time on the
Misty
weekends.
on here.
Misty Taggart would be a huge get for me.
I'm a little misty.
You
thinking
fucking
about
Taggart.
the idea of.
Anyway, on that note, there's another fourth wall break near the end, where they hook up the synthesizer to the Channel 6 machines.
When you hit the main switch, it'll send that music into every part of the city.
And it won't work when they start playing.
It's not working.
And then Irma says,
Great. It plays through the whole show, but then when you want it to, nothing.
Can I ask a quick question?
do you want to comment on the fourth wall break first?
No.
Okay. Are you Splinter?
Do you want pizza?
Do I launch pizza?
Do you want it?
Yes, I do.
Then come down to number 1 pizza.
I still think it's Pizza Hut.
I think it's Pizza Hot.
Hot.
It's hot.
It's hot pizza.
Pizza Hut.
There's a sign next to Channel 6, a billboard that says pizza, and then HOT or NO1 or HO
NO
up, like an up arrow. It's very weird. We don't know what that is.
But
I appreciate the bit.
Yeah, thank you. That fourth wall break is a very interesting one because she doesn't like kind of nod to the camera. It's kind of confusing.
She's like talking to herself.
Yeah.
And Raphael does that a lot, where it's like we've accepted the fact that he doesn't have to make it as obvious when he breaks the fourth wall because he does it so often.
Yeah.
But Irma doesn't do it very often, so it's kind of nice that they don't just cut away and like, look, we're talking to you now.
Yeah.
It's a little joke, and that's how they should be.
It plays through the whole show, and now won't play now?
Yeah, I think that's funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. And true.
How you liking that cranberry lime seltzer water, Sky?
I don't think I could have gotten through the show without it, so namaste.
Good.
Our company would not have been enough.
Definitely not. Well, the show is so draining. Like, literally, you feel drier afterwards.
You guys got room for one more?
No, I don't know if we do, Church, actually. We already have 3 people here. Church, you know Church. You slept here last night, right?
Yeah, he didn't sleep with me, though.
Okay, well, good.
But-
If Church slept next to you or with you, you'd wake up itchy and disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Because Church has all kinds of problems. He's a heroin addict. He's a crackhead.
Allegedly.
Allegedly a crackhead?
Yeah.
Were you not asking us to put crack cocaine on that pizza that we ate the other day?
Yeah. Not because I'm addicted.
Why then?
Because I can stop anytime.
But
That's what addiction is.
wait. What is addiction?
When you have a problem.
Yes. And can't stop?
Yeah.
And you're saying that you could stop?
Yeah.
Just why don't you stop right now?
Because I can't afford it.
What do you mean you can't afford to stop?
Well, if I could afford crack, I would just always be on crack and then I would have an addiction. But because I'm economically distressed, I can't buy the amount of crack that I want. So I have to stop.
Well, are you economically distressed because A, you're a cat, and B, you're addicted to coke?
I was thinking that maybe I would commit small crimes and use that money to buy crack.
Well, you constantly are stealing my money.
Yeah.
And that's a small crime.
I think you changed your card number, though.
I did. I
Yeah.
change it every time I come over.
Yeah.
Because you take it.
Right.
And then you start using it
Right.
for crack.
Yeah.
Because you're addicted.
Do you know that crack dealers take credit and debit cards?
They've got squares.
That's true.
Actually, it's even because they take it's the chip. They take the chip style for your security.
Oh,
They have
that's
both.
good.
They have a swipe and the chip.
Yeah, but you should always use the chip.
Absolutely. It's more secure.
It's way more secure.
Especially when you're buying illicit substances.
I'm going to go take a big old shit.
Okay. See you, church.
All right, bye.
He's
Bye.
gonna get so funky after that shit. He gets pretty spazzy.
He gets the sillies.
Yeah. He starts. Yeah.
It's because there's less digestion happening. He can really focus on the crack.
Right, yeah. He's using all of his energy to digest.
Yeah, it's gone now, so now he can really enjoy
Now all
the
that's left is the crack.
yeah, and fat.
Fat crack.
I take a poll of all our guests who come here.
Okay.
Church is a fat cat.
So, okay. I would. Yeah, he's up there, but by no means is he obese.
Oh, I'm not saying obese.
Yeah, I mean,
He's lost some weight.
He's a man. He's a man cat for sure. I just have so many fat cats in my life that I can't begin to say that he's fat.
Really?
Really?
Bigger than that?
Yes.
I say this to everyone, and no one does it. Because he'll scratch the shit out of you. If you reach under and actually feel his belly,
I've done that.
He used to be much fatter. A lot of that is actually like this loose, like pouch that hangs down.
He needs a nip tuck.
Oh.
He needs a little nip tuck.
Well, I
don't.
Yes, you do. Get out of here.
No.
Focus on your shit crack.
I already took it. And now I'm crazy.
Get out of here.
All right.
Bye, church.
Can I borrow some money?
No, church. God damn
You don't
it.
even know what it's for.
God damn it. What is it for? It's for crack. It's for crack cocaine.
You didn't know that at the time.
Dude, but now I know that? Is that what it's for?
No.
Get out of here.
Wow.
I love that you have neighbors.
I was going to
that are just
donate it for
screaming
school
crack.
supplies.
I don't believe you.
Well, maybe if you trusted me once.
I did trust you once.
We'll do it again.
No.
Listen. Just give me the money.
No.
No, I'll wait.
Just give him the money.
I'm not going to give him the money.
Give him the fucking money, dude. He's
It's
not
my
going to
money.
leave. He's not going to leave.
I'm going to make it. He's a tiny ass cat.
Use the Patreon money.
That's our pizza money.
He doesn't know how currency works. Just give him like a penny. He won't know.
All right. Last time I gave you 4 dimes.
Oh my God.
I got 1 dime today.
A dime?
Yes.
Is that pure silver?
Maybe.
Oh my God.
Here, do you even know why that would be more important?
Put
You're
it
a
in my
cat.
butthole.
No, that's not where money goes.
I don't have a wallet. Put it in.
I am
pockets.
putting
He
it
doesn't
on the
have
ground.
pockets.
Put it in the butt.
You can put it in your own butthole. It's on the ground.
I'm trying, but I can't get it. You got to put it down sideways.
Lick your butt so that it's wet and then sit on
no,
it
it's
so
because
it sticks.
it's on the ground. It's got to be sideways.
I can't hold the coin.
No, just flip it on its side.
I can't. It won't balance.
Flip it
It's-
on its side. Will you flip it on its side?
I don't
Here.
know what you mean.
Just fucking flip it there. It's in his butt. Great.
Next time I'll just give you the currency and you put it in his butt.
I didn't put it in his butt. I just turned it on its side.
And you balanced it?
Yes.
I'm not going to take the time to do that. That's all.
Well, work on your dexterity.
It didn't take that long. I saw him.
It was really quick.
Well, it's not my job to put stuff in his cat's butt.
Listen, just because I spend 20 hours a day working on my coin balancing and my finger dexterity,
Yes.
I guess that means you should do that too.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I have a cat that doesn't ask me to put things in its butt.
I feel like
I do it anyway.
Listen, you're
but it
getting
doesn't
really
ask
hung
me
up.
to do
You're
that.
getting really caught up on me putting things in my cat's butt. All I do is move things in a way that facilitates easy entry into his butt.
I'm just saying he could use suction.
I see. So, just as an outsider, I see that you're against efficiency, and that's just a little weird.
I'm not against efficiency. I just want it to make sense. I don't see why.
If you were trying to put a coin up your butt, I would totally put it on its side for you.
Be real easy.
Show my cat some respect. That's all I want.
Cranston,
Yeah.
your cat
Yeah.
has done nothing to earn my respect. And that's just what it is.
You make a good point.
I mean, if I would get 50 cents back eventually from him,
Yeah.
that might be another thing. But currently, I'm out
50 cents. And all those
and the
all
other
those fraud
$800.
charges.
Yes.
You got those back.
So $800
it took
and
a while,
50
but you got it back.
But he never got the fees paid, like the overdraft fees.
Oh, they wouldn't reverse the fees.
No.
Not from the overdrafting that it caused, no.
Did you tell me it was fraud?
They know it's they did it.
Yeah. They probably at this point are like, well, shame on you. Don't give out your card anymore. to that cat.
But it's because I won't put your cat in fucking jail that they won't reverse the fees.
Well, you also can't prosecute a cat. That's why he's so successful as a criminal.
Because no one will put him behind bars.
They can't do it. There's no law that exists.
Well, okay.
As long as he doesn't bite anybody, he's good.
Well, I guess he's gonna have to bite me.
Gross.
And then I can kill him.
Legally, that's the law.
Yes. I can put down any animal that bites me. This is the law.
Well, pizza power.
And then we play a song.
Pizza power! With chameleons, lizards, and tadpoles, it hardly enters your mind that there's something better than this. A better sweet, better carrot, maybe a seed from the parrot. Believe me when I tell you the word tornadoes don't exist. But pizza power, applying sauce and food delight. Pizza power, oh, that's what makes us feel alright.
All right, it is that time. So the first thing we like to do is determine whether this episode was a good episode or a bad episode. And I think Sky, I want as unbiased an opinion as possible. So I'm gonna let you say first.
Is this a good episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or a bad?
I would say this is a good episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Cowabunga!
Wow.
Okay, now why?
Why?
Okay, so the things about it that I like the sort of niche of having the musical part to it. Because once again, I think like I'm looking at it through a fan perspective of like, what am I going to remember in 10 years from now, right? And I think the songs are just so ridiculous that you can parlay that to, like I was saying, into the tribute band. And I feel like it's giving me good material to go out and then create my own art. And that's kind of what I'm looking for in a good episode. And also, I think there was some legit ninja-ing going on. Like, just enough. Like, because there was a point there I was like, are they even going to fight? And there was enough to, like, inspire me if I was, like, a kid to go, like, you know, think of, like, how I would fight the bad guys. So, that being said, I would say it's a good episode. I don't think we're rating these on 1 to 10, so I'm not going to go there.
No. It's a simple, 1 or 0.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Cranston,
I like it.
what about you?
I like it.
Good episode?
Yeah.
Cowabunga!
Why is that?
I got to get closer to a really cool friend, Sky. She brought up a really good point that it gave us a lot of good material. You know, it's a muse. We can be iterative from it to create more content.
Which is what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But just take it one step further.
Yes.
To the band.
Yeah.
I thought the music was terrible in a good way. If they're gonna write a bunch of stupid shit, they might as well have a song. I guess is how I feel about it. What about you, buddy?
I thought it was a good episode.
Cowabunga!
Woo!
3 for 3.
3 for 3.
I thought that the actual fight scene that did happen was a little short, but it was still very good. The music was dumb. I wish that they maybe made it like he needed to make a musical, and then we got one at the end kind of a thing.
That would have been better.
But I think the 3 or 4 songs that he played are just a little too long and a little too scattered. I don't know. And they all sounded way too improvised. But they were fun. And like you're saying, that makes it memorable. I'd never seen this episode before.
I don't think I did either
And
as a kid.
But I'm glad that I see it now.
Yeah.
It was fun. And yeah, I don't know if it's the writer, the Misty Taggart, but like, this is a good episode.
I'm looking forward to seeing more from Misty.
Yeah. Well, stat-wise, Sky, we keep track of a few things.
Okay.
The first one being how many cowabungas we got, and we got 1 cowabunga.
Cowabunga!
Wannabunga!
And we had 2 fourth wall breaks.
Nice.
So that brings
2 thwall breaks.
But no pizzas, even though they did mention a pizza at the end of the episode, they didn't actually...
They had 2 pizzas in this episode.
But they didn't
say
say
any
any of them.
say them. It was just pizza.
Yeah. So we have a total of 8 Mondo Fabuloso episodes, where we have one of each stat at least.
Yeah.
We have 75 Cowabungas and 143 fourth wall breaks.
Yeah.
Holy cow! That's a lot.
Series
Cowabunga.
Yeah.
I would thought there would be more Cowabungas than fourth wall breaks.
You'd think, but no.
Such a device.
It is definitely a tool for the weak. Tell us about your costume idea.
Okay, so I was thinking next year, what I want to do for Halloween is get.
I'd love to join you, by the way.
Okay, so
Me 3.
Okay, so the 3 of us and then Natalie.
Sure.
We will dress up as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but them dressed up as humans. So we'll get trench coats and fedoras. But turtles underneath.
So it'll be like Humphrey Bogart Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And then we'll just fool everyone. They'll never know that
They'll
we're
never
Ninja
know.
Turtles.
They'll be like, why are you dressed as normal people?
Yeah.
I am a normal person.
Normal
Give me
human.
information
Yes.
about where the device is.
Sky.
Cranston.
Bassam.
Bassam.
You have an improv group that you are in.
Up in Seattle in the state of Washington.
Seattle, Washington. Some
Why
call
don't
it the
you
Emerald
tell?
City.
Why don't you tell the Emeraldites?
Thank you. I finally got the real address.
Esmeraldians.
So I'm in 2 improv groups. I'm in one called Former Child Stars, real great group. I'm also in another group called the East Side Story. And my group East Side Story, we are doing a parody of the Real Housewives, that whole franchise, but we're called the Real Housewives of the East Side of Seattle. So it's going to be a lot of fun tropes that we'll be making fun of. And we are performing that in January. We're having our first show of that. We'll probably be doing it once a month, coming in January. So our next show is Friday, January 12th at 8 p.m. at the Second Story Repertory Theater in Redmond, Washington.
Fantastic.
And if you'd like more information about that, you can go to essimprov.com.
Boom!
Yeah. How about, do you have any like Twitter or anything?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Fair enough.
Follow her on Instagram.
Follow her on Twitter. Yeah, it's at Turtle Power Pod. We will get.
Yeah, we'll relay
messages to
everything
her.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, anything you want to say to me.
Anything you want to say to Sky, you let us know.
Especially if it's personal, please go through these guys
Yeah,
first.
go through us. If it's really personal and she's not going to like it.
We'll give her number to you. So
yeah.
So you have that private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess just give out my work number too, and also like my work email, and I guess my boss's email would be helpful too.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll all be posted up on the website.
I'm also going to post the number that you can call if you want to tell someone about how her driving is.
Yes. Oh, and also a few years ago there was that iCloud. Everyone kind of got hacked and all those pictures got leaked.
Yeah.
All your pictures got leaked, so we'll post those up on the site too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And other than that, just you can reach out to us at patreon.com/turtlepowerpod.
Check out the links below. Yeah. Are we done?
I think we're done, unless you want to say anything else. But we have one more thing to say,
Do
really.
you remember the thing we say? Yeah, she remembers. You're the first guest to actually know. All right, thanks, everybody. Turtle Power!
That's how it
Freeze
is.
frame.
Don't forget the poll about tea time.
As I'm editing, I will be like, this.
Bassam, don't forget about the tea time poll.
Fine.
T-phone.
T-phone poll.
Tea time.
Tea time.
Turtlecom.
Tee off.
All right.
Sometimes I get so teed off. I just want to beat your fucking skull in.
I want to leave all of this in, but I have like 3 minutes of shitty song to put.
Yeah, there's no time. You're going to have to take out all the podcast.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Evil doers never stand a chance against the Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles fighting all day long. Ninja Turtles fighting to my song. Fight, 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 fight.
I'll take that. I hate songs written in C#.
Heroes in a half shell. Not weasels in a cream sauce. Heroes in a half shell. They're tubular and way ball. Heroes in a half shell. They ain't no enchilada. Heroes in a half shell. They don't do the lambada. I wanna be a hero like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I wanna be a hero like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Not weasels in a cream sauce. Heroes in a half shell. They're tubular and way ball. Heroes in a half shell. They ain't no enchilada. Heroes in a half shell. They don't do the lambada. I wanna be a hero like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I wanna be a hero like the Teenage